Hi guys, welcome back. Many modern offices these days have adopted what we like to call an empty desk policy. And if you go into any of these modern offices, you can sometimes find this just soulless expanse of empty desks. The question I'm here to answer today is there any benefit to doing this? Aside from obvious GDPR things, is there an actual benefit to having an empty desk? Can it lead to better productivity? My name is Rhys Angulatta. I'm a data analyst working in London, and on this channel we have weekly videos where I talk about productivity, your health, your wealth and your happiness, with an aim at trying to help you find some real purpose in life. Before we start, I just want to kind of give a shout out to this coffee that I've been having this week, which is amazing. And if there's one thing that can really lead to proper productivity, it's a good coffee. This is from the Round Hill Roastery. It's called Unit 14. It's from Peru. It's washed. Really great cup of coffee. Recommend it. I should note, that's not a sponsor. I just really like their coffee. In my first video, we looked at 5 tips to try and make 2021 your most productive year yet. And one of those tips was talking about having an empty desk, for the reasons of just less distractions on the desk. And generally, I personally find it more productive. Particularly now that we're working from home full time, I find that having a clean desk really helps eliminate those sort of distractions that are around the room, and it's one less thing that leads you to reach for your phone and pick up and start scrolling endlessly through TikTok. But really, does the statement actually hold any truth? Can it really lead to increased focus and productivity? From personal experience, I find that if I have a really clean desk, it really helps my focus and productivity. Even if my co-workers have a slightly messy desk, that can really be a bit of a distraction from time to time. But don't take my word for it. In a recent study, the Harvard Business Review shows that from their research, a messy desk has detrimental effects on our well-being, affecting things like our decision-making, relationships with others, our stress, and our anxiety levels. The Princeton University Neurological Institute also tends to agree, determining through MRI scans that our brains like order, and that the constant visual distractions drain our cognitive resources, leading to stress and anxiety, reducing our ability to focus. That's all well and good, but what about those that say that they prefer a messy desk, that actually it helps them feel like they know where things are, and they can find things really quickly again? Again, GDPR issues aside, there is some logic to this. Another study undertaken by the American Psychological Association found that people in creative roles or with more creative minds may prefer that Marie Kondo stay away, and that actually they benefit from a messier workspace, as a clean and tidy environment encourage our brains to conform to expectations or play it safe, which is perhaps not the best idea if you work as a graphic designer or in marketing. Okay, so what other benefits might there be for a clean space? Well, perhaps as we're moving towards a paperless future, it gets your brain conditioned to be used to not having paper all over the place, and actually setting up a really robust file storage system can help your brain adapt to this paperless future. Another benefit, if you're the ambitious type, is that it leaves a really good impression on those higher up in the company. It may not be what you want to hear, but impressions do count, and even subconsciously there may be an association made between the state of your desk and the quality of your work. Because chances are, if you can keep your desk quite clean, the probability of your work being up to a professional standard may be higher. So, what are the ideal things to have on your desk then? Well, a monitor for a start, and if you can have that on an arm, all the better, because that just removes the clutter of having a big sort of monitor stand in the center of your desk and just clears up room behind it. Plus, a monitor arm will actually allow you to raise or lower the monitor, bring it closer or push it further away from you, which obviously helps with your kind of long-term health. Wireless peripherals, again, for the same reason as having a monitor without a stand, it's just that it looks cleaner on a desk. A journal, as discussed in my previous video, my to-do list method. Pens, a ruler, preferably in sort of like a pencil stand or a small kind of discreet pencil case. A light. Definitely having your own personal light on your desk is a real benefit to you, particularly as the winter months roll in. When you get to the mid-afternoon and things getting a little darker, having those overhead lights really kind of makes an impact on your eyes. We actually asked our office management a couple of years ago to stop turning some of those strip lights on because they were really affecting us and giving us headaches at the end of the day. But having your own desk light, that's perfect, particularly if you can adjust the temperature of it or the actual intensity of the light. And if you have a laptop or a desktop, try and keep it off the desk if possible. Desktop, obviously a little easier, you might be able to stick it under the desk or something similar. But with a laptop, if you could stick that in a laptop dock or a little kind of laptop stand behind the monitor perhaps, that's all the better. Because all you're doing is just removing clutter, you're moving the wires out of eyesight basically, and it's just becoming less of a visual distraction. Of course, if you're planning on doing that with your laptop and you need a webcam for meetings and things like that, just try and get an external webcam, stick it on top of the monitor, you get a better angle, looks more professional anyway, it's better than the below chin shot, which just looks unflattering, let's be honest. Now, if you need to copy things down from paper documentation, another thing you can get is actually like a document stand. You can have that up to your eye level, so all you need to do then is just refer to it by moving your eyesight over slightly. I found that really beneficial in one of my early jobs in my career. But at the end of the day, no two brains function the same. If you find that you work better in a messy environment, crack on. But try the clean desk approach. You might find actually that it's really helpful. Let me know below if it's actually made an improvement on your focus and productivity. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please let me know by commenting below, giving us a like, or if you really enjoyed the video and would like to see more from me, just click that subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow. Until next time guys, thanks for tuning in. Ta-ra.